So a few months ago, I posted a video on how I study for internal medicine shelf exam. The most popular comment on that video asked for how to study when you don't feel like it. This is actually a pretty common request. I get this question all the time, like how to get motivated and stay motivated, and even how to get motivated to exercise and eat healthy. So today's video is going to be all about motivation and how to stay motivated. According to Google, motivation is the general desire or willingness to do something. It's funny because sometimes there are days when we feel extra motivated and feel like we can do anything. Gym? No problem. Study for hours? Let's go. But then there are also days when we don't feel like doing anything at all. So my first tip is to automate your motivation. Let me explain. Every day I have to make small choices like what time should I wake up? What should I wear? What should I work on? Should I go for a workout? What should I eat for lunch? What about dinner? Should I do more practice questions? Should I watch another episode of Fresh Prince? What time should I go to bed? All these small decisions can get overwhelming and sometimes leads us to make bad choices. There's actually a term for it. It's called decision fatigue. Decision fatigue refers to the deteriorating quality of decisions made by an individual after a long session of decision making. A good example would be eating unhealthy and not working out after a long day at work. One way to overcome decision fatigue is to limit the decisions you make in a day. For example, the late Steve Jobs famously wore the same outfit every day. Mark Zuckerberg does too, and even President Obama. In an interview with Vanity Fair, he said, "You'll see I only wear gray or blue suits. I'm trying to pare down decisions. I don't want to make decisions about what I'm eating or wearing because I have too many other decisions to make." Wearing the same thing every day is one way of automating and limiting the decisions you make. But there are other ways of automating your decisions, like prepping your meals for the week so you don't have to decide on what to eat for lunch, or having a workout routine so you know exactly what you're working out that day. But I think one of the best way to limit the decisions you have to make is to use a calendar or a schedule to make a routine. So when it comes to making a routine, it should be personalized to the type of person that you are. We all have different personalities and preferences. So if you're a night owl, then maybe you should schedule your work or study sessions at night. Likewise, if you're more productive in the morning, then you should do the opposite and schedule your work sessions during the day. You should also consider where you feel most productive. For example, some people prefer studying alone in a room with little or no distraction, while others prefer studying in the library or coffee shops. It goes back to the meaning of motivation, which is the general desire or willingness to do something. So if you place yourself in a setting where it's optimized to your preferences, then your willingness to do work will come by easier and you don't have to rely on the random bursts of motivation. Stephen King once said, "Amateurs just sit and wait for inspiration, the rest of us just get up and go to work." And I think that's true for most successful people. One example is Serena Williams. Before she was a tennis superstar, she had to practice a lot. When she was a little kid, her life was described like this: get up 6 o'clock in the morning, go to tennis court before school, after school go to tennis, but it was consistency. I hate to put it like this, but it's like training an animal. You can't just be sometimey with it. So in the end, the whole idea of a routine is to get you to a position where everything is automated and you don't have to think about your next move. It has already been decided. If you're already at the library or the coffee shop or at the tennis court, your choice has been made. You're there to get some work done. When it comes to making a routine or a schedule building, I find that what works best for me is having a combination of electronic calendar and a physical to-do list. But even this can be personalized to your preferences. Some people like using agendas and bullet journals, while others like using some sort of electronic calendar. I don't think there's a universal best method of keeping track of your routine. I would say the best one for you is the one that you're going to stick with long term. So let's say you have your routine and it's optimized to who you are. Naturally, the follow-up question is, how do I stay motivated on achieving my goals? One way to do this is to break down big goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. A pretty common resolution for New Year's resolutioners is to get healthy and lose some weight. Getting healthy and losing weight may be a daunting task at first and may cause you to lose motivation, especially if you don't see results at first. Breaking it down to smaller, more achievable tasks can help you stay on track and not lose motivation. So if the big goal is to get healthy, you can break it down to smaller, easier, more concrete tasks like exercising 45 minutes a day for 3 to 4 times a week, or meal prepping for the whole week. For me, whenever I finish a smaller task, it gives me a sense of accomplishment, which feels good and helps me stay motivated with the bigger picture. So there you have it. Those are my tips on self-motivation and how to stay motivated. Comment below on Hey! Comment below on how you guys stay motivated. And as a reminder, I have some new stationery items available in my store at TheStriveToFit.com, so make sure to check it out at the shop section of the website. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!